together, maybe we could start a new phase. The smoke's got a global haze, the spotlight's taught you justice, baby. Why don't you come over here? You got me singing, hey, oh. I'm tired of using technology. Good evening. Today's little project, well, when I say little project, I've got a full van to build, but I am doing it stage by stage. So today is all about insulation. I'm just at Wicks now, just leaving Wicks. I've just bought all the insulation, all the expanding foam, reflectics, all that jazz, all of that. Now I'm on my way to the van now to do that. So this van is a little bit different in that the lovely lady that owns the van is a cat person. I don't understand it. Don't ask me. I don't get it. But yeah, she likes cats, and the van has got cat flaps, and cats live in the van. Anyway, so it's kind of a bit of a different layout than the conventional in that the cats need a place to live. So yeah, insulated today. I've just been trying to get cladding, but they've got no cladding in, so I'm gonna have to try and pick that up tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it all insulated in a day and have it. She's still living in it, you see, or sleeping in it. Currently an empty van. Hopefully I can get it at least warm tonight. She's been living in it a little while in our form, but with no insulation. It's already got a log burner in that I need to work around. Anyway, I'll just show you. So the first thing you notice is that's the ceiling height. It's a low van. My back ain't gonna be loving this. But I'll show you quickly. Currently empty. Just need to take all the ceiling down, all the roof lining down. Take that down. Take all these bits off, and then start insulating this mofo.
We are the guardians of these trees, the skies and animals and breeze.
So it looks like for the most part I'm going to be working on my knees during this job, which actually is what I've done a lot of in the past to earn money, but that's a different story. So as you may be able to see, all the roof linings are, the roof lining is out, so now I can get to the ceiling. I've got some beams to put across, and then I'm going to glue the insulation up. It's going to be fun. I'm against the daylight today massively because it's a really dull day. If I can get a light in here though, which I probably should be able to, I can work on until I need to stop. And also, I can stay here. So I don't need to be anywhere this evening, so I can work until late if need be. Right, next stage, let's go. Right, so beams, 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 beam. Now, in my van, I put the beam on the side here rather than there, because I put 25mm insulation in the roof, but I'm not doing that in this van. I'm putting the thick stuff in. So I put the beams on the outside. Oh God, the wood burner's on because it's literally snowing. I can't see. It's snowing outside, so it's like minus temperatures outside, but it's bloody boiling inside. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm horribly allergic to cats. So pulling the headlining down and everything, it's just made me itch like fuck. Anyway. Gonna start cutting some insulation boards now. It's exciting. I'm at a stage now where more than half is done. I've just got the very end piece where the log burner goes out, which is going to have some sort of frame built around it, because I don't want any insulation too close to that chimney. I don't believe that that's been installed very well. So I'm not too happy about working around it, but got no choice. The sunroof also is obviously our factory sunroof, so I've built a box frame around it so that when I can clad around that best I can. There's only so much I can do with it, but I think in the end it'll be alright. Anyway, I've started to do the wall just out of spare bits that I've offcuts. I think I'm best off using what I can where I can. So there's not a lot of waste. I can push all that back up there. Yeah, so it looks messy now, but obviously once I've took all the excess expanding foam off and then put the Reflectix over the top, we'll be cooking on gas. I've got a lot more to do. Just had my pizza. I'm being kept well coffeed up, which is also good. Anyway, I'll give you more updates as and when I can. So, currently losing light. Is that switch not working? Is that on? Oh yeah, currently losing light. I'm going to make this video quickly. I just put the first, well basically, as you can see there, expanding foam just needs scraping off. I just need to finish putting some silver foil tape on. Put the first layer of Reflectix up around, leaving a big gap for the fire there, and also the sunroof. Obviously I need to cut that out, but I'm getting there. End of day one. I've still got to do under here and the back doors and the sliding door. I think it's going to take a little bit longer than expected, but that's just the way vans go, isn't it? I mean, it took me 3 days to do I think 3 days to insulate and clad. I think this is probably looking at the same. So I've done as much as I can possibly do today. I've run out of silver foil tape. I need to get some more of that. But also I need to go back to Wicks because I didn't have the cladding that I wanted. So I'm going to go to Wicks maybe later today, or this evening, or even tomorrow morning. But one whole side is done. Just going to scrape the expanding foam slime off tomorrow. Sunroof is boxed out. Again, that's the best I can do really, given the shape. But I will put a better finish on that at some point. Yeah, we're getting there. Tune in tomorrow. Easy tigers, day 2. Just put my first piece of cladding up. I'm going to cut that bit out, don't worry, it's not going to stay like that. But you can see the snow on the roof, there's snow outside, but I've got the fire on, so I'm nice and toasty in my t-shirt. So I'm just cutting. I kind of made a bit of a mistake. Well, not a mistake, I suppose it's not that big a deal really, but yeah, anyway, I bought 3 metre lengths and it's just over 3 metres. I should have maybe bought 2.5 metres and had them joined in a nice way, but I'll figure that out. I can do some chopping and shopping. Anyway, it's just annoying that it's just slightly short of, sorry, slightly over. It's like 3.1 metre or something. Anyway, it's going to look great when it's finished. Oh dear, I shaved off all the expanding foam out of there. I'm just going to Reflectix and stuff over that, and as you can see I've done this bit. I've just marked off where my beams are on the outside of there to screw the, you know, that cladding thing. Anyway, so I tried using that new new system for measuring stuff that Not Impressed Jeff uses. I forgot what they call it, but that new thing that he does, and I just can't get my head around it at all. Like, that's too short, that's too long. I don't understand how he does it. Anyway, I'm just going to stick to the old system where you measure things in inches and millimetres. It just works out so much easier. I can get an exact measurement from using that system. I've been so busy, I've just forgot to film. So the ceiling is done. Okay, all done. All complete. That is how it's going to be. I've started doing this wall here now. Just because of the way this van's laid out, I've started from this bottom piece and working my way up. The gap there, I don't know if you remember my first van, it had a piece at an angle that filled that gap. It's going the same route. There's a few reasons why it's going that route. One, I think it looks better, but two, that's where wires are going to be run. Now, this van wasn't planned as such, as in the person whose van it is asked me to do some work on it, but then it turned into a bigger job than I thought, so it needs to be livable as soon as possible. So I'm insulating it and cladding it first, and it's not having many wires out back anyway. It's only having some lights, but we've not decided on the lights yet. But for the time being, that's the way it is. Anyway, it's having the diagonal piece across there, across the gap. Because it's uneven as well, it just wouldn't match up. Like in my current van, which is there, because I'm working from home, the ceiling went round in all one piece, and that was a 3-day job to get it to do that. But this is a little bit more uneven, and it comes down a lot further as well. Anyway, that's the way it's going to be. I'll try and film some more, but I'm struggling. The ceiling height is just enough so I can't stand up, but just too high for when I kneel. So I just have to work at an angle, and it is back breaking. But it's looking good, and that's the main thing. So, ceiling. Completo. Finito. Mojito. It took 2 days. But I'm happy with it. What do you think about that? There's a few, it's a curvy van, like there's a lot of bits that I've had to cut out and stuff, cutting around bulges and kind of making it up as I go along, but the lady whose van it is seems happy with it, and that's the most important thing to me. Doesn't matter about anything else. Now I'm just going to try and crack on with this side, and then I'm going to insulate that side, but I don't think I'm going to get that done today. This fire is raging. It's now day 3, and I have finally finished insulating that side. This is what the current situation looks like inside. The ceiling is complete, and also this is now clad down here. So all of the cladding work is about to be done. However, I'm going to build a bed frame here, so that's going to take up some time. So by the end of today, bed frame and cladding should be done, hopefully. So it's -3 outside today, and I think about 1,000 degrees inside. I'm sweating like a motherfucker, but bed frame is in. The headboard is just in progress. This side is insulated but not clad yet because I'm cladding around the bed frame. Getting there. It's a messy place in here though, but that's how I like to work, so I'm going to tidy up in a bit though. So it's now day 4. Day 4. The bed frame is in. The person whose van it is has put this makeshift mattress on. It doesn't quite fit at the moment. That's not because of my bad measuring, by the way. But anyway, cladding's in both sides, insulated both sides. Roof is done, and now I'm just working on this cabinet that runs across. So basically, there's going to be a desk here because it's kind of an office space stroke shop, which is an unusual one. It means I'm really pushed for space. And then anyway, desk across here, so the lady can sit at a desk, and also have the back doors open, which is going to essentially be like a shop front. And then down here is going to be a kitchen worktop, and then the kitchen is going to be further over this side. But I'm not building that this week. I'm going to start the kitchen next week, and hopefully not impress Jeff. He's going to come over and give me a hand with some electrics as well. It's going to have very basic electrics, but still quite a robust system. Anyway, I'm going to leave you today and check back again for part 2 of this. It's going to be an ongoing thing, so I'll see you soon. Thank you for your support as usual. I'll see you soon. Bye, Felicia.